This one I don't like as much than the other one because the other one kind of shows the setup, but I'll just do this one first. Um, so yeah, it's like woman on the ground again. Another gang assault. Takeaway two here, kids, is you're on your own. People don't give a shit, right? This is obviously security cam footage, but yeah, she got beat up for her cell phone and $20, and then yeah, it's freaking brutal. I mean, she looks okay. I think she was treated and released, but again, coming back, it ain't about what they're stealing. It's about violence, right? This is not about this has got nothing to do. They just took it from her just as a bonus. But the reality
Absolutely.
is,
Yeah. No, the attack was the intent.
Yep.
yeah, this and this was happening, and people are insane because they're sitting there and they're like, oh, what do we, if they see like an ad for any of our training or the backpack or the armor, whatever. Like, what do we live in Fallujah? I'm like, do you even do you even like know what goes on between human beings? My only guess is that when these people say that where are we living, or oh, right wing is fear mongering and all this other stuff. If I were, hey Rob, thanks for showing up. Rob just said shout out. So if I wanted to disarm my target, right, one of the tactics I would use was to tell them, what do you need a gun for?
Of course.
You're scared. It's fear mongering. So I would want to disarm my target.
Yeah, everything's okay. Don't worry about it.
Right. Until we, peaceful protest.
Yeah.
A peaceful protest all over your ass. So now this is the one that
I
we
did
want
what
to end with. So there's a doorman stopped this. You guys can see this, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I
Okay.
could, and I wish I could have done more. It just happened.
Again, guy's got an accent, working a doorman, you know, tried to do something, wish he could do more. So there's an immigrant who is being a part of the freaking solution.
Happened so fast.
Send that man the fast class.
It happened.
Right. So look at this shit.
It happened in a matter
So woman target here,
of
assailant
seconds.
cutting her down. You got the angle on her.
A pair of thieves chasing a young woman and pinning her up against the glass of an apartment building lobby, right in front of the doorman at his post.
All I heard is like a thump,
And look, I mean, these people probably don't even see it, but this is broad daylight. Nobody cares.
Yep.
like she hit the glass
Except this guy.
with her face. And when I looked up, our eyes kind of met, and all she said, "Help."
The doorman, who asked to remain anonymous,
There he is. That boy.
can be seen on surveillance video running to answer that cry for help, seeing the young woman assaulted, but not realizing that her phone was what they were after. He says the attacker who had pinned the victim yelled, "She stole my phone."
So I
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get a cop. Everybody sit tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period. And they'll sort it out. And then you'll see who stays and who goes.
stepped back
Yep.
because now I thought, like, am I aiding the thief, right? But that was enough for them, that little distraction.
That's when the young man grabbed the victim's phone and ran, while the victim tried to chase him, and witnesses who saw the whole thing did nothing. The doorman says the two thieves were
Like, why didn't
laughing
you
as
help
they
me?
ran away with the phone.
What struck me that they were so bold, and even when I was outside, they still continued to rob her.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That didn't even stop them. Right?
Nope.
So, you're looking at this stuff, and yeah,
She's lucky that guy came out, man.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Man. The easiest thing that somebody can do is say, "Oh yeah, she stole my wallet, she stole my purse, she got my money," and it's like, okay, well, fine. So like we said, let's get a cop. I
Yeah,
can't
don't go
tell
anywhere.
you how.
Don't go anywhere. We'll call the
Right.
cops.
Yeah.
Call the cops. So you ever listen to Mr. Ballin? He's
Yeah.
he's a former SEAL. Tells
Yeah.
stories that every time, man, every time, there's violence, like something like this, everyone had an opportunity to start to reach out to the police, for the most part, for a lot of it. Or, they always made a critical mistake. The one I was just listening to is some poor 15-year-old girl in the '70s got picked up by this dude, and he had a van, and she's hitchhiking. Of course, it's the '70s. She's with like three other people, and he's like, "No, I can only take one of you." And she's like, "Okay," and she gets in. What are you doing? It's like you don't pay attention to your instincts, and your gut is telling you this. It's a survival instinct. Pay attention to it. You hear a noise, call the cops. Trust me, we train them. I'm friends with them. That's their job. They don't mind. You're not putting anybody out. You're not disturbing them. They're there to, to hopefully, if you can, stop a. Once you're attacked, it's over. It's over. So you got to give them time to get there. And at least when you're there and you're fighting for your life, someone's on their way. The cavalry is coming. Don't wait till after, because most people just wait till too late because they think, well, technically they didn't do anything wrong. Right. And that's where the prevention comes in. You call, this person's, I'm trying to get this person, to leave my store. Like years ago, in front of the Pompton Lakes dojo, there was a guy parked out there in a pickup truck, like across the street, and just sitting in his car staring at the club. And I'm like, I came in, and the woman that was working the desk, she's like, that guy's out there. I'm like, we'll call the cops. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not going to go out there and bother them. I go, they got, I do it. It's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
They do it. It's their job. So let them do it. And as soon as we called, cops came, guys gone, never heard from again. Right. Never saw the car again. Never saw, that was it. So, you know, don't, yeah, don't think you're putting anybody out.
I did that once with the cops, actually. There was this dude. I was at a rest stop with one of my friends, a female friend, and there was this dude who was hanging out by the female bathroom. And by the time we pulled up, everybody who had already pulled up, like before us, had already left, and he was still there, right?
Oh,
And I was like, and the whole time I'm just getting these crazy vibes. And so finally I'm just like, I'm calling the cops.
yeah.
So I called the cops, right? And I'm like, hey, there's this dude at the rest stop, like being super shady and crazy. You know what I mean? Like, can somebody please go by there? You know what the dispatcher told me? Well, we can't arrest people for just being creepy. And I said, I don't want you to arrest him. I just want you to go figure out what the heck he's doing there, hanging out by the girl's bathroom at night when nobody else is there.
That is a shitty dispatcher.
And she was just like, well, I don't know if I can even tell them to go over there. And I was like, well, you know what? I reported it. If something happens to somebody from this area, it's on you.
Well, yeah. So it's very simple. It's like, okay, yeah. And what's your name?
Yeah.
Dispatcher, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So something happens. I'm saying I called it in. There you go. And even if you're like, hey, can we request a drive-by the suspicious subject?
That's it. I was like, I just want him to drive by. That's it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not telling you to go arrest this dude. Go figure out why the heck he's standing by the girl's bathroom at like 10 o'clock at night and nobody else is around.
Right. So, I mean, that is unusual to get that from dispatch.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was appalled
because that's like, that's unbelievable.
And I'm like, what else are the cops doing right now, anyways? Nothing. I'm sure he's gonna love to just go drive by and hassle somebody.
Right. Son of a bitch. So, all right. So, George, thank you very much.
Dude. Everybody, you're welcome.
Okay, so just pro tip: watch the clip.